Hi guys, today we'll be studying a face expression based music layer. Okay, so before proceeding, uh, this face based expression based music layer is an example of supervised machine learning. Basically, what is supervised machine learning?
Now, supervised machine learning. What is supervised machine learning? Basically, there are three types of machine learning: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforced. And now we are dealing with supervised machine learning. Now, in supervised machine learning, what we do is we train a set of uh, data set, okay, and we create features based on that data set, and we have different files in different folders, okay. These folders will consist the required classification that we need to do. We need to classify. For suppose this is an example of face expression based music layer, and what we need to do is we need to classify face expressions. So these are the examples of face expressions. And what we have in these folders is we have different face expressions. Okay, so suppose this is an example of angry face expression, and we have the possibilities of how anger can be expressed using face on a face human face, and we have a possibility of all the faces right here. So this particular dataset folder can consist images from 30 to hundreds and thousands of images. So if there are large number of images, we'll go to the deep learning. I mean, if there are significantly less number of images in dataset folders, we go to machine learning process or the supervised or unsupervised process. So what is supervised and how is it different from unsupervised machine learning? Basically, in a supervised machine learning, what we do, we create data set as I have already told, and we also label that data set right here. We have labels for each dataset object. Okay, so these the features that we will calculate, the numerical matrix that we will calculate, will have a label of angry. Likewise, for this disgust, the feature that we'll calculate will have a label of disgust. Now, what we do, we collect all the features and all the labels of the images inside dataset, okay, and we collectively call it as a training data. Okay, we call it as a train data, and this will be saved in a mat file, matrix file, okay, and will can be used in further testing. Okay, this is the mat file that will be saved and will be used in a testing phase. Now coming to the testing phase. Now testing phase is what we calculate the same the feature type of feature that we calculate for the dataset images. We calculate the same type of feature right here on a test file, unknown file. Okay, we calculate the same feature on the unknown file, and we get the feature matrix, and we already have the train data. Now train data is what? Train data is consists of two matrices: feature matrix and a label matrix. Now feature matrix and the label matrix constitute the train data. This is your training data, and this is your testing data. The test feature matrix is your test data. Now these three matrices are then passed into a classifier function, which gives you the unknown values. That what is the unknown value? The label of this feature matrix, test feature matrix, is the unknown value. We get the unknown value or the test label of the test input file, unknown file. Suppose we have the data and inputting we are getting input from camera, and suppose someone makes a face of happy expression. So it will try to predict what is the expression based on the learning that we have given him, given this system, sorry, we have given to this system or the machine learning system, and it can recognize happy. Okay, it can recognize the happy face if a person makes the happy face, which is inside this database, which is inside this learning base. If the person makes the same kind of face, it will recognize. If the person makes a different kind of face, then it will get confused because we don't have any. a large number of data set right here. We don't have the large number of images right here. So what we need to do in order to improve the learning, we need to add more and more images in order to improve learning of the data set. What we need to do, we need to add more and more images from of expressions from one or more persons. Okay, so we can have 30 images of the same person, then 30 images for the other person. Likewise, more than two or three persons. So we'll have a better learning or a better understanding of the expression, and the system will learn more easily. We'll get more. Will it will easily identify what is the expression that will come in front of camera. Okay. Now, for demonstration purpose, what I've done, I have created a graphical user interface that will look something like this. What we have here, we have a train image. We have few buttons. Sorry, we have few buttons, and what we have, the first button is train new image dataset. Okay. Now, we can take images from the camera. We can take the snapshot of the that live feed of the camera, or we can what we can do, we can select a offline image file that is already saved on the hard disk. We can select that image and we can recognize whether what expression is that. Okay, so let's run this program first. I'll run it in an offline mode. Now what we've done here, we have selected the image and now we'll click for the recognize button. Okay, it's recognizing the motion. It is fear.
Fear.
Okay, this is a demo file, demo mp3 file. You can put any mp3 file named. Now if you want to change the mp3 file that will be played when this fear face expression is recognized, or any other expression is recognized, is that you can change the mp3 file that is already here and rename that mp3 file with the expression name. So right now we have a mp3 file like this.
Fear.
If you want to remove this file or replace this file with the file of your own choice, what you can do is you can replace this fear file, fear mp3 file, with the mp3 file of your own choice. So that is the basic demonstration of face expression based music player. Next, we will understand what is the code in the next video.